Okay guys, we got it situated where we wanted. Front to rear, up to down. Ran a level across here. Only using it as a straight edge. Okay. To get this right and this right, I measured my pan in my car, and from this lip to this is 9 inches. Also, it's 9 1/4 here. I'm at 9 there. So we're going to be close to the other one. Okay, I did just 3 tacks. I clamped with my big long clamps. Put tacks in there, which we're going to cut back off. But I have to situate it somehow. Put that across the back. But I did the same thing here. And I used my homemade thingies. Look at that. Somewhere in the house is a good set. They can't be too bad. They said Germany on them. Somewhere. These were in that $5 toolbox we bought for Junior, full of tools. So basically I just traced this right here. I know which line I have to follow and redo. And this part is what we're keeping. And this part isn't. And obviously that's cardboard. So I'm going to cut this out, see if I got it right. Do any final tweaking. And see what we got. Okay, that one might look like there's a bigger gap. But I used a Sharpie instead and I cut down the center. So we got it actually pretty good. Halfway through it, the pen died. So, oh, there's one side tacked on. That's as close as I can get it to fit. So, I actually should have left more on the sides as a heat sink. I cut the corners off. So when I bend down to measure something, I don't take off half my face. But that's pretty much it. Let's see if we can get the other side to look decent. There you go, there's the front baffle. Got that as tight as we could. Some of that is still black Sharpie. So that's tacked on. And I made a little bigger of a heat sink. Have to clean all those welds up. So that's the box. Wish I could put liquid in there to see how much it holds, but that ain't happening. So I figure if Milodon's holds 8 quarts, this is going to be 7 plus. It's close. So I wasn't looking for that much. But and to answer a couple of questions, because I haven't been able to answer the questions, I know Ziggy asked, am I going to put a windage tray? Probably not. We're going to put baffles in here, and I'm going to put the original type of baffle, which is almost like a windage tray. Keeps it from sucking the oil back out of the pan onto the crank. I'm going to do something like that, but am I going to do like a screen setup or a crank scraper? Not for this engine. This is Junior's street engine. I'm not going to get carried away here. We're just looking for a couple of quarts of oil. You know what I mean? This thing's going to spend most of its life below 3,000 RPM in reality, until he stands on it, or I stand on it, or whatever. So we got to keep reality in, because I've gone online, talked to a lot of people in the AMC forum, and there's a lot of trick stuff out there that everybody uses, but there's a lot of trick stuff out there. You could spend a week building a pan, for sure. But, there you go, guys. I just nipped them and lifted it. Figured I'd put it back down. Fits right on, so it didn't twist. And there's the box. I traced it. Now let's decide how much we're going to cut. I'm going to go all the way up to here. That I can tell you. The more I leave, the less warpage. I know here becomes a problem if you hack too much out, or if you come to here, it actually lifts this. It becomes an issue. Obviously this isn't getting welded on unless it's fully bolted to the block. But that's not the purpose of what we're doing right now. Right now we're going to probably come right to that rusty area there. I'm definitely leaving lips hanging in. The more the better. What do we got on the other side? Okay, good. Yeah. Definitely going to just draw a line straight across here. And that'll be it. Well, this is what I've come up with for the hole for now. Like I said, definitely leaving material there. Sides don't matter, they lay flat all the way to the end. The back, that'll keep the oil when it goes back from splashing up. We're definitely going to be doing some kind of baffle. Front doesn't particularly matter either. The little bit of overhang. It's going to make it, whoops, I don't know where I'm pointing the camera. It's going to definitely make it easier to weld, without a doubt. So if I take that all the way down to the end, this thing's going to become very flimsy to weld those two front edges. The sides are easy, I go up to it with my clamp. Doesn't matter if the sides got a little weak. But you can see right where the pickup rides the pan right there. So now it's time for a cleaning. I'm glad that fits right back on. It makes life easy. So there you go. Falls right back into place. I know if I welded this off here, forget it. There'd be nothing left to it. So what we're going to weld first, I'm not really sure. I might actually weld it to the pan first. If not, there'll be a boatload of tacks on it, holding it there. It's going to be hard to squeeze these. Squeezing this to this is cake with my clamp. Same with here, I want to nip off this one so I can sink this in that little area. Just suck it on in, then retack that. So with that, I guess the next thing to do is to clean this thing. I gotta see if we got gas at work. I want to do this with the MIG, with that Millimatic. I figure that's my best shot of making it nice. And less chances of burning through. Oh, don't ever put your finger on the other side when you're tacking. Then again, after 30 years of doing this, you don't have any feeling in your fingers anyway, so you don't even notice it happened. Until after you smell the flush.